few minutes later, when Britt opened his apartment door, he was in lounging pajamas. He yawned as he greeted Higgins, Axford, and a squad of detectives.
Oh, what in the... Well, Commissioner, what's wrong?
Well, thank goodness you're safe, Reed.
Reed, Somerset's coming here to kill you.
What?
Now, don't ask questions, Reed. Just let us in. We've got two prisoners with us.
We just got them in front of your place, Reed.
Commissioner, we got another one here. It was like you said. This guy, he's conscious now, was found in a vacant lot.
Look, it's Phil Somerset.
No, I'm not Phil Somerset. He uses me to double for me.
You can tell us that later. Get inside with the others, men. Be ready with your guns.
Right, sir.
I'll stay here and tell Reed what to expect.
All right.
Reed was alone when he answered the door of his apartment 15 minutes later. Phil Somerset, with gun drawn, pushed his way in.
Reed. Great. Right here for me. Get back there.
Oh, what? What do you want? Who are you?
Keep your hands up. Oh, my. Are you kidding? I'm Phil Somerset. That's who I am, and I've come here to kill you.
Kill me? Why? How'd you get by the police?
I can always get by the police, Reed.
You didn't once. The last time.
You mean when I went to jail? Reed, that's why you're going to die, why I'm going to kill you. You and your dirty paper framed me.
Framed you? You mean to say you didn't commit that bank robbery? That you didn't get the money from it?
If you must know before I kill you, yes. Yes, I led the mob, and I've got the dough salted away to split with them after tonight.
Well, maybe they've already split the money between them.
They couldn't. Because only I know where it is. It's buried in the floor of the garage at my cabin on Lake Sema. But the cops don't know that, and hey, what the...
Now, Somerset.
The cops!
Drop that gun, you...
No, I won't. Oh, my hand!
Man, manage his hand. Take him away with the others. Somerset, we were waiting for you.
I'm bleeding. The others, who? Pop, Corbin?
Surprised, aren't you, Mr. Alibi?
Oh, they made me tell him, Phil. After the Hornet gave me the work.
Why, you... Oh, say, what's the Green Hornet got to do with this?
We'll tell you before you go back to prison, Somerset. Now, come along.
Listen to Higgins, will you, Reed? Talking as if he knew what the Green Hornet was up to. Just between you and me, he doesn't know any more about the Green Hornet than I do. Or you. What are you talking about? Don't tell me you're still scared about those threats you received. Reed, I don't know why, but from now on I got a hunch you don't have to worry about being killed by the Green Hornet.
Paper tip-off safe publisher's life. Green Hornet cleared. Read all about it. Somerset indicted for bank robbery. Money recovered. Set the Lex Street. Paper!
This is a feature of the Green Hornet Incorporated, created by George W. Trendle, produced by Trendle Campbell Enterprises, directed by Fred Flowerday, and edited by Fran Stryker. The part of the Green Hornet is played by Jack McCarthy. This copyrighted feature originates in Detroit, and all characters, places, and incidents used are fictitious. The Green Hornet is brought to you every Friday at this same time. Don Hendrick speaking. This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.
No school today. That's tomorrow, boys and girls, and every Saturday morning when ABC brings you a big show appropriately titled No School Today, starring Big John, the narrator, and his pal Sparky, a little fellow everybody loves. How old is Sparky? Oh, anywhere between 5 and 8, we'd say, and typical of boys and girls all over the country. Sparky has the same hopes and dreams, he has the same problems. And listen, Mom and Pop, not only will you enjoy this show, but it's a program you'll be glad to let your children listen to, full of good, wholesome fun and especially selected music. Don't miss No School Today with versatile John Arthur in charge of the fun tomorrow morning on ABC. And now,
The Green Hornet. He hunts the biggest of all game, public enemies who try to destroy our America. his faithful valet Cato, Britt Reed, daring young publisher, matches wits with the underworld, risking his life that criminals and racketeers within the law may feel its weight by the sting of the Green Hornet. Ride with Britt Reed in the thrilling adventure, The Madison Payoff. The Green Hornet strikes again. Riverview had become practically a wide-open town. Joe London, notorious gambler, had gone across the river from the big town and into the neighboring state and had opened a gambling establishment in Riverview that catered to gamblers, thrill-seekers, and the lawless element. Police Commissioner Higgins, though Riverview was not in his jurisdiction, was troubled nevertheless.
It doesn't matter that Joe London is outside this state and city. He's still within 20 minutes of this city, and that's too near for me.
He was speaking to Britt Reed, young publisher of the Daily Sentinel. Reed nodded in agreement.
He's a bad one no matter where he is. There are only 2 policemen in Riverview, aren't there?
Yes, that's all. And Peter Burdick, the crooked politician, will make sure they leave London's layout alone.
Yes, they're the reason for all the Joe Londons in this country. Commissioner, if the authorities in Riverview are powerless to put London out of business, perhaps the Daily Sentinel can do something to expose conditions there and bring in higher authority.
Lenore Case was the one who notified Michael Axford of his assignment. Reed's secretary told him,
With Laurie on vacation, Michael, Mr. Reed thinks that you can handle this gambling expose series. You know London, you know his men, you know most of the people who'd go to his place.
And I know I write the most sensational stories the Sentinel readers have ever seen.
He doesn't make it. Bet coming out.
Bet your money on the numbers there, the last call. But for your red on 26, eh?
I'm betting the red in the third count.
All right.
Cards.
Well, let's see. Hit me again.
All right, there you are.
Michael Axford found entrance into Joe London's Riverview Casino an easy matter. The notorious London went out of his way to greet the Daily Sentinel reporter.
Hey, Axford. What are you doing over this joint? Getting rid of your pay or looking for a story? Well, go ahead and look around. I got to get around myself and give it a big hello to some of the other suckers. And, if you need taxi fare home, come into my office. I'll be glad to give it to you. If you have collateral. Seeing you, Mr. Reporter.
Oh, that's smart, Alec. I wish I could... but what's the use? I'd better start looking around. Let's have a stack of chips here, will you?
Axford, in line with his assignment, and in order to study the various gambling games and the people in them, made small bets at various tables throughout the night.
You'll have to have your check okayed, mister. See that man back there?
Shortly after 12 o'clock, he took the chips still in his possession and walked over to the cashier. As he fingered them, he noticed the man directly in front of him. He recognized the figure as that of Clay Madison, young playboy and reputed ne'er-do-well. Madison spoke to the steel-eyed cashier.
Hi there, Smiley. Let me take 2,500 in blues, will you?
You got cash?
Cash? Are you kidding? I want to sign an IOU.
No good, Mr. Madison. Your checks are bouncing.
Now, look here, you. If you're going to be insolent,
Get out of the way, will you? There are people in back of you.
I will not. I've lost enough money in this place.
I'm sorry, Mr. Madison. Gilly.
What is it? What's going on here?
Mr. Madison. He won't take my word that his credit's no good.
See here, you two. I don't want to create a scene.
You're not going to, Mr. Madison. I can tell you that. I just came out to look for you anyway. Mr. London would like to see you in his office.
Tell him to wait. I want a measly 2,500.
Will you please move, eh?
Yeah, come on, Mr. Madison. Maybe this is all a mistake. Maybe the boss wants to straighten it out. Anyway, I'm telling you, you better come in and see him.
All right, but I want...
Cut it, huh? Come on, follow me.
Now, what...
Axford watched Clay Madison walk off after the strong arm and gunman, Gilly Kempton.
What do you know about that? To think that Clay Madison...
mister? You want cash for those chips?
What? Oh, yes. Let me cash these in. Madison giving out bum checks. Oh, I'm sorry. Here you are. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
After 15 minutes in Joe London's office, young Clay Madison had lost the air of arrogance that had marked his protests in the gaming room. He wilted, shifting his eyes and wetting his lips as the gambler finished the words he'd been spouting venomously.
And in my books, Madison, you're nothing but a welcher and a phony check passer. Between your markers and your queer checks, I'm holding more than $50,000 of your paper.
I didn't realize it was that much, Joe, but I'll make it good. You know I will.
Then do it. And let's see the green stuff on the line. No checks.
You'll have to wait until the first of the year. I get another settlement on my uncle's estate then.
What am I going to do in the meantime? You know what I'm going to do, Madison? Now, this is no kidding.
Well, what are you going to do?
I'm going to take these bum checks and these markers to your aunt.
Joe. Oh, Joe, please. I asked you not to do that once before. You can't. You know what kind of a person she is.
I know she'll pay off this dough if she knows you owe it.
Oh.
I've been counting the dough you owe as house assets. And no matter how I get it, Madison, I'm going to get it. What you owe, I mean. All of it. Within 3 days.
I told you, Joe, I can't get it.
Hey, Gilly, bring that newspaper over here, will you? The one that tells about Madison's aunt going to wear a few $100,000 in jewels at the charity ball night after the morn.
I don't know what you're getting at, Joe.
Here's the newspaper, boss.
Thanks, Gilly. I'll tell you what I'm getting at, Madison. I want those stones. I'm going to get them. You're going to help me.
I won't.
Shut up. Boss is talking.
Yeah. You're going to help me, Madison, because it's the only way you're going to stay out of jail. It's the only way you can make sure your aunt doesn't cut you off in her will.
Joe,
Don't argue now. I'm telling you what's what. And it's what you're going to do. Period.
In Britt Reed's office the next morning, Axford related his findings of the evening before, highlighted by an account of what had taken place at the cashier's table with Clay Madison.
And when this Gilly Kempton spoke to him, Madison acted like he was jumping through a hoop. London sure got his clutches into another one of them young fools. And judging from what little I heard last night, he won't be passing out checks in Joe London's place anymore. Not until he makes up for the ones they must be holding on him. And you know who else I saw over there? You know that guy in the movies?
That afternoon, Clay Madison visited the Victorian mansion of his fabulously wealthy aunt, Belle Madison. The butler, Johnson, took the young man's hat.
Where's Aunt Belle, Johnson?
She's upstairs in her room, Mr. Clay. I don't think she cares to be disturbed. If you wait, I'll see if she'll...
Can't wait, Johnson. Want to see the old girl right away. Going to take her to dinner in the theater tomorrow night.
But, Mr. Clay, your aunt is...
Never mind, Johnson. She'll be delighted to see me. Open the door in the name of the king.
Who's there?
It's the big bad wolf. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your door in.
Just a minute and stop that noise. Clay.
Hello, Annie, love, pet, darling, sweetie, and font of all knowledge and money.
Clay, you young fool. Don't you dare put your arms around
I'm going to hug you and hug you until you yell for help, see?
Stop it, Clay. I'm not one of your girlfriends.
You're my only girlfriend, my flower of my life. Kiss me. Again and again.
Clay Madison, expert in the art of captivating white-haired, buxom Belle Madison, soon had his aunt in the conversational palm of his hand. And after she'd relented and consented to have dinner with him the following evening, he worked around to the one reason for his visit.
Darling, I see in the papers you're wearing your jewels at the charity ball.
Yes, I am. Isn't it terrible how the newspapers learn things like that and then publish them?
Oh, it's disgraceful, darling. I should realize information of that kind is an invitation to every highwayman in the city. Aunt Belle, you will be careful when you go to the ball.
Why, Clay, you think I never wore those baubles before. Of course I shall. I have 2 private detectives who'll be with me all the while.
I'm glad. I should have known. Too bad I can't go to the ball myself. Darling, would you mind if I took a look at the jewels now? I haven't seen them in ages and ages. They excite me.
How do you know I have them here?
Oh, now look, darling, I know you. You do have them in the house, don't you?
Yes, right over there in my safe behind the picture. I'll get them for you and let you look at them. That's what I was doing just before you came in.
Early that evening, Joe London, in his home on Clarendon Road, received a phone call which made his rough features light radiantly. He talked for a few minutes, and when he'd finished, he turned to his bodyguard and chief field general, Gilly Kempton.
Hear that, Gilly?
Yeah, boss. Madison, wasn't it? Came through?
Sure, I knew he would. He had to. I've got the safe combination right here on this pad. Now, you'd better make a copy and give it to Fingers, and the two of you go to his aunt's house tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. We grab the stones then?
Yeah. And here's all the dope you've got to know. The stones are in a safe on the second floor of the house. Out the top of the main stairs, you
On the following night, the caretaker on the grounds of Belle Madison's estate reached for his revolver as he heard the stealthy footsteps approaching the back door. But he saw only one figure.
Stand there, whoever you are.
But he didn't see the second figure behind him.
Don't move another step.
Gilly Kempton brought the butt of his revolver crashing down on the caretaker's skull.
That'll hold him. Come on, Fingers. Give me this back door and we'll hurry upstairs.
Fingers Driscoll opened the safe in Belle Madison's darkened room, made light now only by the ray of Gilly Kempton's flashlight. He removed the jewel box from within and pried it open expertly.
Yeah, this was a pipe, Gilly. Let's see now. Oh, you. Hey, look at those rocks.
Hey, there's enough there to... What's that?
At that moment, the butler Johnson entered the room cautiously.
Is there anyone? Oh, my.
Robbers! The butler, he's running out, Gilly.
Help, robbers!
Come back here. Okay, Bud, I gotta give it to you.
You got him, Gilly, you got him.
He shouldn't have yelled. You got the stuff? Yeah. Then let's get out of here, quick.
Sentinel XP Madison, jewels stolen, butler killed. Here you are, mister. Read all about it. Burglars escape with fortune. Here you are. Sentinel XP,
Commissioner Higgins was on the scene of the crime within an hour after it had been reported. He repeated his first reaction and that of the police as he talked with Reed, Axford, and Miss Case the next morning.
That butler was killed wantonly. But in spite of that and the caretakers being slugged, we feel sure it was an inside job.
Why, Commissioner?
Well, there's not the slightest trace of safe-cracking tools of any kind being used. To judge by the caretaker's story after recovering, the entire job must have been completed in 10 minutes or less.
It does seem like a setup. No fingerprints?
No, none.
Look here, Commissioner. Did I tell you about what I heard at Joe London's the night before last?
About Clay Madison's financial difficulties?
The commissioner knows, Axford. I told him.
Well, if it was an inside job, it could be that he...
Clay's the insider. Yes, that was our first thought. And it still remains.
He really was with his aunt all last evening?
No doubt about it, Miss Case. When we started to question him about certain aspects of the case, she became more upset than he. Threatened to sue the city if Clay is held. Promised to have me and my officers in charge fired from our jobs.
Blind devotion like that is as old as the world.
Well, it's not going to blind us to the possibility that Clay Madison may know something about the inside of this matter. It's not just robbery.
Bill Madison won't worry about the robbery too much. All the jewels are covered by insurance.
Yes, this is murder, though, and somehow, some way, we're going to get to the bottom of it. And if Clay Madison is involved, you'll get the same treatment as the men who did the killing.
Alone with Miss Case that afternoon, Reed, who had been a long time in silent contemplation, gave word to what was on his mind.
Miss Case, I believe this is one of those crimes in which the Green Hornet might be able to throw light.
Lenore Case, who shared with Commissioner Higgins and Reed's valet Cato the knowledge that Reed was the Green Hornet, looked at him searchingly.
You mean, Mr. Reed, you're convinced
Just a second, Miss Case. I'm convinced of nothing. But I want to be. And so does Commissioner Higgins. Now, we all seem to agree Clay Madison may be involved in this. He and Joe London. I'm going to call Madison and make sure he remains in his house tonight. Then I'm going to have Axford, while he's out covering his story at Joe London's place, interview London at a specified time and ask that slimy character a few questions.
What has that got to do with the Green Hornet?
Well, he's going to arrange to let himself into Madison's home before the hour of Axford's interview. It's a long shot I'm playing, but I have an idea if Axford asks certain questions, then London, or someone connected with him, will get in touch with Madison at once.
And if no one gets in touch with him, well, suppose he doesn't admit anything to the Green Hornet.
Well, then the Green Hornet retires from the case and lets the police see it through. In this case, I'm going down to the public phone booth now and call Madison.
I wish you luck, Mr. Hayes.
And while I'm gone, have Axford come in here and wait, will you, please? I want to tell him what to do and what questions to ask this evening, depending on the success I have when I call Madison.
Hello? Yes? This is Clay Madison. Who? Who did you say it was?
Clay Madison was panicky when the voice on the telephone identified itself as that of the Green Hornet. When that voice hinted knowingly of the robbery and added veiled threats, his hands trembled and his voice shook. Finally, he agreed to the orders given by the man who said he was the Green Hornet.
All right, but make it at 11. My aunt may not be asleep until then. She retires at 9. Yes, that's right. I'll leave the lock off the front door. I won't. Goodbye. Oh, Green Hornet. I wonder if it's true and if he knows what... I don't care what he said. I'm going to call Joe London and tell him about this. Hello? Is Joe there? Oh, it's I, Gilly, Clay Madison. I know, but I had to call him. It's important. Let me speak to him, huh? Thanks.
What? When?
In his apartment, Joe London, a puzzled look in his eyes, finished his conversation with Clay Madison. Then he turned to Gilly Kempton.
Gilly, you're not coming over to Riverview with me tonight. You're going to stay in town here and look after that character who just called me.
Yeah, what gives? And who's going to be with you?
Fingers can stay with me until you finish with Madison.
Yeah, whatever you say, boss, but what am I going to do?
You're just going to stand in the corner, behind a curtain or something, and watch the guy.
Huh?
He's supposed to have a visitor coming at 11 o'clock. The Green Hornet.
Oh, you're kidding.
Maybe I am. Maybe he is. Maybe the guy he said called him is kidding. I don't know. That's for you to find out. So here's what you do.
Britt Reed and Cato, his valet and companion, prepared to leave his apartment at 10 o'clock. Cato handed Reed the Green Hornet's mask, gas gun, and special key. Reed gave Cato final instructions.
It's 10 o'clock now. If everything goes right, we should be inside Madison's house by 10:30.
You say we go in back door using a special key?
Yes. He expects me at 11, and he says the front door will be open then. Getting there beforehand and by the rear door will be safer for us. I'll work my way to the library where you'll be. You remain behind near the door, just in case.
Okay, Mr. Britt. Mr. Oxford talked to London at 10:30, too?
Those are his orders. I told him I'd have a rewrite man at the office ready to take his exclusive. Anyway, if London and Madison are involved, London should call Madison before 11 o'clock. But then maybe my surmise will turn to surprise. We'll see. Let's get going, shall we? You stay here and keep your ears open. I'll go through this hall to the front of the house and find out where Madison is. I'll find a spot where I can overhear what's going on.
Oh, yes, sir. I got gas ready right here.
As Cato, masked and holding a gas gun, remained near the back door, the Green Hornet tiptoed toward the front of the Madison home. The time was exactly 10:30. At that same moment, Joe London, in his casino in Riverview, looked up from his desk as Michael Axford entered London's office.
Well, what can I do for you, Axford? Fingers tells me you want to ask me something. But before you start, tell me...
Tell you what?
The reason you've been coming over here this past week is because your rag is going to do some stories on the place, huh? Isn't that it?
That was the idea when I started London. Now it's different.
No kidding. What's the idea now?
It's this. Has Clay Madison paid off what he owed you now that his aunt's jewels were stolen?
What? Why, you football head. What do you mean?
What I said. What about those bum checks he gave you? And which you told him he'd have to pay off, or else.
Why, you...
Now look, don't start throwing punches at me.
I'll throw more than punches. Where'd you get this stuff about bum checks?
Where the police got it, only more direct. You told the cops Madison didn't owe you anything, but you also...
What? But what? Tell me. What do you know more direct?
Let go of me. Don't shake me like that.
Fingers. Fingers, come in here. I won't waste my strength on you, Axford.
What's the matter? What is it, boss? Is he...
I'll wait, Fingers. You can throw this guy out in a second. All right, tell me, Axford. Where'd you pick up this crazy story about Madison owing me dough? And who's trying to make it seem I'm mixed up in that jewel heist?
Madison, I guess. He's the one who
Madison, eh? All right, go on, Fingers. Bounce him.
Come on.
Leave your hands off of me, you bungio!
So Madison's been shooting his mouth off, huh? Huh? Oh, yeah, operator. I went line to the city. Oh, no, across the river. I want to talk to Clay Madison. Huh? Oh, yeah, just a second. I got his number here. Let me see.
Unaware that the Green Hornet had taken a position in the room in back of the library where he'd been sitting, Clay Madison answered the telephone nervously.
Hello? Who's... Joe? Oh, what's the matter? Me? No. No, Joe, you're all wrong. I never told anybody about the checks. I wouldn't dare. I swear it. No, it's not 11 yet. He hasn't come. No, I won't break. The police have questioned me twice. I didn't tell them a thing. I don't know why that newspaper man said what he did, but... Believe me, Joe, it's not true. I'm afraid to talk here. My aunt's in the house. No, sleep. All right. I'll go with Gilly and meet you later. Yes. Take it easy, please. I'll prove it. Goodbye.
As Clay Madison placed the phone on the table, the Green Hornet, who had entered quietly from the rear, circled around him quickly. The Green Hornet's gas gun was leveled in one hand as he pushed the startled playboy back into his oversized chair.
Stay there, Madison. Hearing that phone conversation saves me a lot of words I might have had to say.
You... The Green Hornet?
That's right, Madison.
What is it you want of me?
I want to cut in on the swag. I know you haven't. All London hasn't disposed of those jewels yet. That's why I came here...
Wait, you're all wrong. I don't know anything about the jewels. I haven't anything to do with Joe London.
Listen, Madison, I didn't have to know all I do know. That conversation you had with London just now would have revealed everything I might have guessed. But you see, I know, let's say, everything.
You can't. You can't know anything.
No? Suppose I told you where your aunt's jewels are right at this minute.
As the Green Hornet spoke, he noticed a new light in Clay Madison's eyes. But he didn't see Gilly Kempton, who had lit himself in the front door of the room and was now behind the Green Hornet's back with gun drawn.
You won't answer that, Madison. But suppose I told you I know who it was that pulled the job and killed your aunt's butler.
If you did that, Hornet, you'd be lying. Drop that gun. Pick his gun up, Madison. That's it.
Thanks, Gilly. I didn't know if you heard me that time I spoke up. He came in the rear door.
I know, Madison. I heard what he had to say.
All right, you two. You got the drop on me.
I expected the trick, Hornet. I've had this man waiting to take you over since early this evening.
It won't change things. No matter what you want to do, you won't get away with it. You can't get away with robbing your aunt, Madison, and you can't get away with murder.
I admit I fingered the robbery, but I didn't know they'd killed Johnson. And lower your voice, will you? My aunt will hear you. Make him shut up, Gilly.
Yeah, come along, Hornet. I'm gonna bump you. I don't think you know a thing. You're bluffing for a cut of the loot because this guy Madison figures to be a dope. Well, maybe, Hey, Madison.
What are you staring at?
That dame.
That dame happens to be Clay's very stupid Aunt Belle.
Oh, Aunt Belle, this man in the mask came in and tried to hold me up.
Stop it, Clay. I've heard enough. You should have been more quiet, all of you.
I spoke as loudly as I did, hoping you might hear, Mrs. Madison.
Whoever you are, I'd heard noises before then.
Well, you're going to hear more noises now, all of you. You, lady, get your hands up,
I
too.
will not.
Tell her, Madison. I gotta kill the old dame no matter what. Just like I gotta kill the Hornet.
No, kill her, you can't. Don't do
Get
it.
back there.
Oh.
Get back, Hornet. You're next.
Oh, you killed him.
You go, too, lady. No dame's gonna put me and Joe London on a scaffold.
Drop your gun, Gilly. You're covered.
Cato, his gas gun ready, had come in fast, but
I'll
fired
drop
late.
you. What is gas?
Oh, what is this? What happened in here? Clay.
He's not dead, Mrs. Madison.
Oh, it's bleeding.
We'll fix that.
Maybe he'd be better off if he were dead. Clay, why have you done this to me?
I'm sorry, Aunt Belle.
You in the mask, what are you doing on the telephone?
I'm ringing police headquarters. I want to make sure they get here right away and arrest these two. I can get an order to arrest Joe London, too.
It was a matter of short time to lure Joe London back into the city and to his arrest. Now, 3 hours later, photographers, newsmen, and detectives were preparing to leave Belle Madison's home. They had gone there as soon as the story had broken. Michael Axford stood beside Commissioner Higgins.
So Clay Madison has told everything, has he?
Yes, Axford, and we have a warrant now to search Joe London's home and his place in Riverview. I think we'll find the jewels without any trouble.
And there I was over at his place, getting thrown out, and all the time this was going on.
Well, I feel terribly sorry for Belle Madison.
Don't you worry about her. She's a fine woman, she is, and with her, right is right. She'll be happier now that this scallywag nephew of hers is going out of her life for good.
Oh, Commissioner.
Oh, yes, Sergeant.
Ballistics was just on the phone. No doubt about it. The gun that wounded Madison, the one Gilly Kempton had, is the gun that killed the butler.
Yes, I thought it would be that way.
And, Commissioner, in searching Joe London's place, they found out who it was that he was bribing to stay open in Riverview. It was Pete Burdick.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what Reed and I thought.
Reed? That reminds me. I'd better tell him I didn't get an interview with London tonight. But when I tell him about this, about Madison and London and Kempton and the rest, well, he'll be as happy as Mrs. Madison was when she was saved by the Green Hornet.
Sentinel Exby Pepper, Madison robbery solved. Kempton indicted for murder. Clay Madison tells all. Read all about it. Green Hornet and partner escape. Sentinel Exby Pepper.
This is a feature of the Green Hornet Incorporated, created by George W. Trendle, produced by Trendle Campbell Enterprises, directed by Fred Flowerday, and edited by Fran Stryker. The part of the Green Hornet is played by Jack McCarthy. This copyrighted feature originates in Detroit, and all characters, places, and incidents used are fictitious. The Green Hornet is brought to you every Friday at this same time. Don Hendrick speaking. This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.
Would it surprise you to learn that George Washington was a devoted and loving uncle? He was childless, you know, and expended his paternal feelings on the family of his dead brother and sister-in-law. He not only supported them, he wrote them long and detailed letters, telling them how to dress, how to comport themselves, and whom to marry. Incidentally, he got very sick of politics and almost became Chancellor of William and Mary College. Little-known stories like these are the idea behind the Mr. President dramatic series you hear on ABC every Sunday afternoon. Stories about our presidents as people, and not paintings crossing the Delaware. Listen to Mr. President starring Edward Arnold, Sunday afternoon on ABC. And now,
The Green Hornet. He hunts the biggest of all game, public enemies who try to destroy our America. With his faithful valet Cato, Britt Reed, daring young publisher, matches wits with the underworld, risking his life that criminals and racketeers within the law may feel its weight by the sting of the Green Hornet. Ride with Britt Reed in the thrilling adventure, The Truth Serum. The Green Hornet strikes again. Hugo Mercer's trial was a national sensation. The famous wartime public servant had been indicted for stealing and giving important military information to potential enemies of the United States. As his trial proceeded, many persons were convinced that he was not guilty of the charges. Among these were Lenore Case, secretary to Britt Reed, young publisher of the Daily Sentinel.
I don't like Mercer, but if you judge by what's happened so far, he must be innocent, Michael. If he weren't, he'd never be able to stand up under the cross-examination he's gone through these past few days.
His lawyer is Charlie Wilmar, and Wilmar's out of the same subversive barrel as Mercer. They put on an act, all right. Mercer acting like a persecuted angel, and Wilmar throwing up more smoke screens than an invading fleet. But, Casey, it doesn't matter what tricks they attempt. The jury will convict Hugo Mercer for what he is, a spy and an enemy of his own country.
But Michael Axford was wrong. The jury, after 3 days wrangling, rendered its considered verdict.
We find the defendant not guilty on all charges.
Michael Axford telephoned the flash bulletin to his newspaper. A few minutes later, he and Clicker Binney, the Daily Sentinel's vivacious girl photographer, waited with the crowd outside the courthouse.
Let's stand over here by Wilmar's car, Clicker. They'll be leaving at this. Clicker, are you with me?
Michael, if I were any closer, you'd be wearing me. Oh, here come Mercer and Wilmar now.
All right, come on, out of the way. Come on.
Mercer and Wilmar, flanked by a police guard and reporters, made their way through the mob to the lawyer's automobile.
Let him get in the car, will you?
What about a statement, Mercer?
Come on, break it up, break it up.
What about a picture?
As Clicker Binney took pictures of the man, a stout elderly woman pushed her way through the crowd.
Make out of the way, girl. Mr. Mercer. Say, madam, you don't have to be so tugboaty.
Shush! Mr. Mercer, for you, a flower for you.
The woman called Mercer's name and held a carnation above her head. Mercer opened the door of the car, then stopped and looked toward her.
Here you are. I am glad you are free. Here it is, a flower for you. You catch.
The woman threw the flower. Mercer smiled and caught the carnation in his hand. He held it up by the stem, which was enwrapped in tinfoil, and waved.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Clicker Binney snapped a shot of Mercer holding the flower, then stopped to take a picture of the woman.
Michael, stand aside, please. I want to get a picture of that woman.
The shame of her. Throwing posies to the likes of him.
Lady, hold it a minute. I want your picture.
No, you cannot do this. No.
The woman held up a hand in protest, then turned and pushed into the crowd.
I won't hurt you. Just one shot.
Stop that. You heard what the lady says.
As the woman continued away, a man stepped in front of Clicker and pushed her camera to the ground.
You not take her picture. You stop that.
Hey, you. What are you doing?
Oh, my camera. You've broken my camera.
Good. I go now. That'll teach you.
Come back here, you.
The man, disregarding Axford and Clicker, ran through the crowd after the woman. The people in the crowd, not sure of what was going on, made a path for the man.
Oh, look at my camera, Axford. He broke it. There he goes, Michael, with the woman who threw the flower.
Why are the cops over there with Mercer when they should be... Wait. I'll get them after that guy.
Oh, never mind the police, Michael. They can't get me that picture again. Just pick up my camera, please.
Ah, this is a fine. How do you do? I wish I'd seen him when he took the swipe at you. Hey, wonder... Oh, Clicker.
What?
There goes Mercer away. And I didn't get a chance to ask him a single question.
As lawyer Charles Wilmar drove his car into traffic, Hugo Mercer, sitting beside him, chuckled. Mercer was unwrapping the tinfoil from the carnation in his hand.
Oh, the wonderful audacity of that woman. Throwing this flower with a message attached right there in front of all those police and that great crowd.
Now, Sidge, you're crazy, Mercer. That woman was a member of your party cell?
Yes, and all of my members are audacious. Now, let me see what urgent message would cause her to... Wilmar. This is the most important news in the world. It's from Bono, my man at Metro University, that woman's husband.
You're not going to say the Colebrook
It's
project...
finished, Wilmar. The project is finished, and the papers have gone to Washington. You must notify Sarajevo at once. I can't. Since this trial, I'm forbidden to make contact with superiors or party members again. It'll be too dangerous.
I know. I'll contact Sarajevo tomorrow. But, Mercer, if the papers on the project have gone to Washington, what good will that do us? The party of the country we serve.
Sarajevo can tell you that, if he desires to.
Tomsk, Sarajevo was a diplomat of a foreign power that used its legation building as spy headquarters. He had met with Wilmar the day following Mercer's trial. Now, on Thursday, the two men met again.
Comrade Wilmar, you have checked the information conveyed through you by Comrade Mercer. It is true. The Colebrook project is ended. Now we can work.
But if the United States has the plans and papers in Washington, what good will that do us?
The weapon, for that is what it is, would save this country from every type of invasion. But let them make it. Let them keep their papers. We shall learn the secret and use it to nullify the effectiveness of the project.
Yes, but how?
Truth, serum, my friend. Do not look surprised. My countrymen have perfected a new serum that will make any person tell the truth at any time. That is how we have learned so many secrets of our enemies. We shall use it on Colebrook 3 days from now.
But he's guarded. You can't get to him.
No? You will see. He has just 2 now that his work is finished. And when he makes his regular Sunday night visit to his laboratory, Comrade Lascelles will take care of him and his guards. Boom! And there will be no more Colebrook.
Britt Reed invited Miss Case, Axford, and Clicker Benny to dinner on Thursday evening. And at dinner, he issued another invitation.
I'm having some friends down to my beach house for the weekend. Why don't you people come and join us? I know you'll have fun. What do you say?
Wait, that's fine.
Sure. You long go? Well, fine.
On Sunday evening, Bono LaSalle, assistant superintendent at Metro University, prepared to leave his house on the outskirts of the city. His wife, Martha, the woman who had thrown the flower to Hugo Mercer, smiled at him.
Do not be nervous, Bono. All will go well. You have secret basement all ready for visitor. You just make sure you bring visitor here at the right time.
That I cannot fail to do. Already I have hid comrades in the science building. Bomb, too, is there. It is fixed and time ready to explode. Only part is to get the professor here without people seeing him.
That you will do, Bono, because you must.
At that moment, in his laboratory in the deserted science building at Metro, Professor Newman Colebrook busied himself with vials and colored liquids.
It seems strange after years of working on one problem to be free to experiment once more.
He was talking to his 2 bodyguards provided by the government.
You must like your work, coming here every evening, including Sundays. Why, most men... You expecting someone, Professor?
Huh? Oh, yes. Bono, superintendent is coming over. You know him.
Oh, yes.
He spoke to me at dinner time. He wishes to see me here.
Let him in.
Of course. And don't leave, gentlemen. There's no necessity.
We're not leaving, Professor. Just opening the door. Who's there?
It is me, Bono, the professor. Bono.
Okay, just a second. Come on in, Bono.
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
Is that someone with you?
Yes. Hey, guns. Shoot, comrade.
Watch out, Joe. They got guns. They got...
Lightning fast, 2 men leaped from behind Bono LaSalle, guns blazing. The 2 guards fell to the floor, dead.
Bono, what is... Murderers, you've killed them. Bono, let go of me.
Please do not struggle, Professor. We are not like to hurt you.
My arm, you're breaking my arm. Help!
Shut up. You forget no one is in the building, Professor. No good to yell. Comrade, take him out back and get him into the car.
Come along, old man.
I'll not go.
Come on.
What are you doing?
I must keep you quiet, Professor. So, comrade, let me have your gun for a second.
No.
Good.
Bono, you're going to kill me.
No, just make you go to sleep so that what we do is easy. Here, I hit you like this with a gun.
No. Oh.
Hey, he won't yell now.
Drag him to the car.
All right.
You got bomb ready here?
Yeah, right here. You pull the professor outside of the car and wait for me. I'll fix the fuse. I won't be long.
8 minutes later, Bono LaSalle and his two murdering companions sat in an automobile parked 2 streets away from Metro University. They paid no attention to the unconscious figure of Newman Colebrook. Instead, they studied their watches.
I told you. There she goes. What an explosion.
Look up in the air.
Yeah?
You can see wood. Stone fly to sky. Oh, comrade, you do good.
Yeah, that I know. Now we get the professor to the house and into the secret basement. Get the car started.
Yeah, sure.
And when we get in there, we make sure we leave no marks of the car, or marks of feet, or any marks.
Britt Reed, phoning from the beach, had called Police Commissioner Higgins a few minutes after 7 that Sunday evening. He was extending an invitation.
And, Commissioner, we'll be in the city at 9. Won't you join us for dinner, the 4 of us?
Well, that's an idea, Reed. It's so warm here I didn't... Well, just a minute, will you, please? There's a bulletin coming in from headquarters.
Go ahead, see what it is. I'll hold on.
Higgins went to his private teletype machine and read the bulletin that had just come over it.
Oh, how terrible.
He hurried back to the telephone.
Reed, forget what I just said. There's been a terrible explosion at Metro University.
What's that?
The science building's destroyed, and they think Professor Colebrook has been killed. Well, say, you pass the university on your way from the beach. Stop off there. It's a big story. I'll see you later.
Reed, Axford, Miss Case, and Clicker Benny arrived at Metro University about 9 o'clock. The science building was a wreck, and firemen and policemen were busy working in the debris.
Oh, isn't that awful? Oh, Reed, there's Commissioner Higgins now.
Higgins, gravely serious, greeted the quartet and told them all he knew of the tragedy.
Professor Colebrook came to his laboratory as he does every Sunday without exception. He was with his guards.
Guards? What's the matter? Was he off his nut?
Well, these were security guards, Axford. Colebrook has been working on a government matter, and... Well, I'm sorry, I can't tell you more than that. Did you know about it, Reed?
Yes, Commissioner. I was down at the Pentagon building last month, remember?
Oh, yes. Well, anyway, the professor must have done something wrong, because shortly after he arrived here, the building exploded. There's no doubt the explosion occurred in his laboratory.
Was he killed?
Well, that's a delicate way of putting it in this case. Evidently, both he and his guards were blown to bits. So far, there's very little that can be identified as the remains of any of them.
Axford, Miss Case, and Clicker Benny spread over the college grounds with various detective and government agency groups, seeking every bit of information that might fit into a newspaper story. Reed, who had talked with federal agents and local police officials, was alone with Commissioner Higgins once more.
What do you think about this accident?
Well, I'm not sure yet. If I didn't know the project had been completed earlier in the week, I'd say what happened tonight was an effort to sabotage it.
And perhaps the people who'd want to sabotage it, or who'd want to see Colebrook dead, perhaps they didn't know that the project was finished. This was a top secret, but...
But spies have a way of finding out about top secrets. Yeah, don't we know that? Chief Agent Somerset seems to think that...
Oh, wait a minute. Axford, what's up?
Reed, Commissioner, they just found bullet holes in a piece of the floor that remains in the laboratory. And in a part of a body they found, there's what looks like a bullet wound, too.
Well, Reed, let's get to the men who found that out.
Within the hour, some other questionable facts came to light. In an office in the administration building where investigators reported to their superiors, Higgins told Reed,
"There's something peculiar about this, Reed. Only the remains of 2 men have been found so far. There should have been 3 in the laboratory, Colebrook and his 2 guards. But there's no trace of a third. And those marks they uncovered were definitely made by bullets."
Axford relayed other information.
Something's happened to the superintendent, too. He's either been killed or disappeared. He hasn't been seen since one of the teachers saw him come over to the science hall before the explosion.
Well, have they set out an alarm for him?
Yeah, some cops went to his home, too. It's just a mile or so down the road, and thought maybe they'd find him there. He wasn't home, though. His wife hadn't heard from him all night.
I wonder what that means.
I don't know. Anyway, Clicker's gone upstairs to the personnel office with Miss Case. You've got pictures up there of all the people who work for the university, and the super's among them. Clicker thinks we might want to run his picture just in case anything did happen to him.
In the personnel office, Clicker Benny stared with puzzled eyes at the photograph in her hand.
Lenore, this man here, this superintendent, I could swear I've seen him somewhere before.
Well, if you had, I don't see how you could forget his face. It's a wonder he didn't break the camera when you tried to...
That's the man. Come on, I'm going to show this to Mr. Reed. Thanks, Lenore.
Well, for what? What did I do?
You told me who this Bono LaSalle is. He's the one who broke my camera the other day. Come on.
Britt Reed, having heard Clicker Benny's story, looked at the photo once more and turned to Commissioner Higgins.
You've heard Miss Benny's story, Commissioner. What do you think?
Well, what am I supposed to think? It's a strange, very strange coincidence. What has it got to do with what's happened tonight?
I'm sure I don't know, Commissioner. I was asking you. As you say, Oh, pardon me. What is it, Axford?
Reed, I just wanted to tell you I'm taking off for a little while. I'm going with one of the men in charge of the college here. We're going down the road to this fellow LaSalle's house, the super who disappeared, you know. See you in a little while.
All right, Axford. Miss Case, will you please call the desk again? Check with Detective Angelo first and learn if anything new has developed.
Reed, Commissioner Higgins, Clicker Benny, and Miss Case returned to the office in the administration building, where Higgins was receiving reports from detectives seeking clues around the university. Michael Axford burst in about half an hour later.
Oh, here you are. Wait till I tell you. Clicker, remember what happened in front of the courthouse after the Mercer trial?
Can I forget? I know, Michael. You're going to tell me the man who broke my camera is Bono LaSalle.
No, I wasn't. I didn't know that, because he wasn't home when we got there. He went to work at 4 o'clock and hasn't been back since. But what I was going to say was, his wife is the one who threw the flower to Mercer that day.
His wife?
Yeah. But imagine, she denies she did it. Said she hasn't been in the city in years. Such a brazen liar. Telling me who was standing right next to her when she threw the thing.
Mr. Reed, is there a possibility that this explosion has a security angle? I mean, do the police or the government men believe it could have been caused by spies or saboteurs?
I'll answer that for Reed, Miss Case. The answer is yes. It's the first thought that came to us. Why?
Well, this may sound far-fetched, but... Well, Mercer was tried for stealing defense information. This, whatever it was that Professor Colebrook was working on, was a defense project, too, wasn't it?
Oh, yes.
Well, any sympathizer of Mercer's is probably a party member, or at least as anti-everything as he is. So that would mean that Mrs. LaSalle was, too.
Lenore, you have something there. If she is, then her husband is. Or else why would he break my camera when I tried to... Say, I know.
What do you know, Clicker?
He broke my camera because he didn't want his wife's picture in the paper. He knew this explosion was going to take place today. Well, what do you say, Commissioner?
Well, I'm going to have a couple of my men go down and question Mrs. LaSalle. Meanwhile, I'll advise the federal agent charged to have him check on her husband. I'll do that right now.
A crestfallen Higgins was back on the scene a short time later.
Well, my men couldn't question Mrs. LaSalle. Why? Because the house she and her husband live in is on the other side of the county line. The department has no jurisdiction there. I only learned that now.
Well, what about the federal men?
Well, there are only 2 remaining here now. It's after midnight, you know. They're busy. The other men who were here have taken evidence back to the laboratory in the federal building. They'll be back soon enough, and there'll undoubtedly be a number of new agents with them. Mrs. LaSalle can be questioned then, if necessary.
Commissioner, maybe things could be made easier for the men in charge here if a certain party dropped in on Mrs. LaSalle and asked some questions informally.
Reed, you mean
the Green Hornet, yes. Cato has some material in the car. Poor Cato, he's been sitting out there for about 3 hours now.
What could you find out from Mrs. LaSalle?
Let me see. I'll exaggerate the things Miss Case and Miss Benny believe. And, well, leave it to me, huh?
Aren't you afraid, though, with all your staff members here?
They're on assignment, Commissioner. I'll make sure they're kept very busy around here during the next hour or so. They can talk to you again, and the federal agents. They can interview teachers and... Well, they won't miss me while I'm gone, that's all I can say. Now, tell me, where is this LaSalle cottage?
Cato brought the car to a stop in a clearing behind a grove of trees near the house that Higgins had described to Reed.
That's the house over there, Cato, behind those trees. I don't know what I'll learn, but you'd better come along with me and act as lookout while I'm inside.
Yes, sir, Mr. Blake. Have you got mask, gas gun, keys?
Right here. Wait till I get my mask on. There. Better get yours on, too. We'll go through this grove here.
The Green Hornet led the way through the wooded area and circled around toward the rear of the LaSalle house. Suddenly, the Green Hornet stopped.
Over there behind those trees.
Yes, something big and black. It looked like an automobile.
Yes. Covered with tree branches, too. Let's take a look at it. There's certainly something peculiar in all this. Come on.
An automobile, all right. Look, you feel this. Motor not off very long. Radiator still feel hot.
Yes. Meaning someone has just come here who doesn't want his presence known. Maybe we can learn something. Let's hurry.